The fugitive who triggered a national manhunt is now back in the state that he escaped from. Vicky White appeared in an Alabama court for the first time since marshals caught him and Vicky White on Monday. Fox's Austin Westfall is in Florence, Alabama, where he was arraigned. Austin, where is Casey right now?
Daytona, he's about 2 hours away from me in a maximum security state prison, but just last night he was right here in Florence to face a judge. Take a look. He arrived just before 10 p.m. with a lot of law enforcement escorting him. During a 6-minute arraignment, the judge explained he's now facing a charge of escape in the first degree. He did ignore questions from reporters as he walked by, and cameras were not allowed inside the courtroom. But still, Sheriff Rick Singleton says it was a relief to see him back in custody.
He looked beat down, and of course, as we speak, he's back in the Alabama Department of Corrections, in their custody where he belongs. And, from his previous sentence and from the charges he's facing here, he's going to spend the rest of his life there.
Now, Casey is not staying in the same place he escaped from nearly 2 weeks ago. The police department in Evansville, Indiana released this dash camera video of Casey being arrested on Monday, and police say he surrendered after Vicky shot and killed herself. U.S. Marshals say at the time, Casey told officers his quote-unquote wife had shot herself. What may have been some of Vicky's last words were captured on a 911 call around the time that their car crashed. Take a listen.
Hello? John, everybody's going home. Let's get out and run. Get back to the hotel.
Now, there is also body cam video of police confiscating a gun from Vicky's motionless body at the scene. That video is graphic, so we won't show it. Meanwhile, the Vanderburgh County coroner in Indiana confirmed that Vicky died from shooting herself in the head, and her body is now being transported back to Alabama. Casey is set to stand trial in June for pre-existing charges for murder. According to Sheriff Singleton, the trial for that new escape charge, that's going to be the timing for it will be decided in the coming months. Daytona?
Austin, you have been on this story every step of the way. You were inside of the courtroom last night where we saw Vicky White for the first time being let in with Sheriff Singleton, of course, leading the whole pack there. What was the demeanor of Casey inside of the courtroom? No cameras allowed inside, but you were.
Yeah, so been a lot of talk about just how big Casey is, and when you see him in person, he is. He's a very, very big guy. He was quiet the entire time. Not a word was spoken to any of the reporters. Once we went inside the courtroom, it was a small courtroom, a compact courtroom. He walked right beside me in the aisleway. You could see in his eyes, he was just sort of a blank stare. Wasn't a whole lot of emotion coming from him. A few times that the judge did ask him questions, he was short with his words. He didn't say much. Did notice he had some type of wound. It was maybe about the size of a golf ball, maybe a little smaller than a golf ball, on the back of his head. Nobody was able to answer. We asked the sheriff exactly what happened there. But as far as his demeanor, he was mostly just silent and obviously shackled at the feet and at the hands, and mostly just a quiet, somber demeanor, if anything.
Right. Well, you also got to speak with Sheriff Singleton today, and we know that Vicky White was a part of his crew there. She was a corrections officer, and she was one of the best employees, they say. She won several awards. Well, she's now dead. How are they all reacting to that?
Yeah, so this is a double-edged sword for the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office, because they have a 17-year model employee. That's, the sheriff has nothing but good things to say about her 17-year tenure with the office, and she was seen as not only a model employee, but a mother figure to some of the people that were working in that jail. So for them to lose somebody like that, that's a heavy loss. He says that his department is grieving, but still some of the things that she did, these are just things that they can't wrap their heads around, and now that she's passed, these are questions that we'll probably never get the answer to.
Yeah, and once again, so important to note, this is Florence, Alabama, a very small, tight-knit community. So this has really put this town in the national view here. And we got some answers to a lot of our questions, and some of this video coming out just shocking, and that 911 call, which we haven't really heard up until today. So we so appreciate your reporting. Fox's Austin Westfall live for us tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Daytona.